I don't really want to do this because I don't like being critical about movies. I don't actually enjoy it. I don't get anything out of it. It doesn't particularly do much for me. I'm actually good at it, which is the annoying part. I'm actually quite decent at like talking about movies I don't like, but it's not fun. It's not fun in the slightest. It's like I want to enjoy these movies. I really, really do. And I want to get something from them. And in particular, I am, despite how this review is going to go, I am actually a fan of Dario Argento. Even with this movie, I appreciate what he's doing. I understand that he's a director's style over substance, and I get it. I really, really do. And I understand that this movie is the Italian version of Deep Red, and I get that it's a long version, and it's not necessarily the version that was released. I understand that. And I also want to make clear that I do not want to watch the English dub version. I don't enjoy dub versions of these movies unless it's something like Pieces where it's half-half and the bad dubbing is the point, but usually it's not the point. Bad dubbing is not the point, and it usually irritates me because I'd rather hear it in the natural tone it was going for, with the dialects and the accents and the pronunciations, because I think it's legitimate. It's what they wanted to do, and if you go away from that, it just doesn't work. But that said, this movie just doesn't work. It's a mess. I think what they were going for was like a hangout movie, sort of, where like there are slasher sequences, but they're interspersed with scenes of people hanging out and things like that. And I get it, but this should be 90 minutes, and I'm very, very confused as to why it wasn't. I know this is the enhanced version. Sorry, I'm getting yawned. So bored I'm yawning. I know that this was like the director's cut almost, but my knowledge of Argento really boils down to the cut of Dawn of the Dead he did and a few of his movies, but that Dawn of the Dead cut is cut to ribbons, but in a good way, because it creates a more action-packed narrative. This is not action-packed. This is just people wandering around a bit aimlessly. And okay, there's something nice about the Italian language and the sort of casualness of that's going on, but it got to the point where I was like, it's not even a hard plot to follow. I think I was just so like, Jesus Christ, and like, because there's so many scenes which should have been cut down shorter and weren't. It just went on and on and on, and they're so long between each like gallows sequence, which were great by the way, because Argento is fantastic at those, and even some of the acting stuff, like, I'm sure it'd be fine. I don't think necessarily I was in the right frame of mind to watch this movie. I think you do have that sometimes, whereby like you're not vibing something, but I really wasn't vibing for this at all, and I just felt bored, really, really bored. And occasionally I'd wake up, but mostly I was just bored. And I think I would guess that for me, the way the movie was going at the start with the psychic and telepathy stuff, I assumed like, oh, that'll be crux of the movie, and then it's like, no, fuck that, we're going to deal with that very quickly, fuck off with that idea. And it's like, but that's a cool idea, and opening's cool, and then you're just like, nah, we ain't going there. And I'll be honest, if you asked me to tell you what the plot of this movie was, I couldn't do it. There's a reveal of who the killer was, and I was like, I that probably means something to me if I had any idea what the fuck's going on, but I don't. So yeah, this one wasn't for me again. I'm sure at some point I'll rewatch it, because I do want to give movies another crack. And I think today I just I'm yawning. Today I just wasn't vibing with it, but I don't know. I just really wasn't. I think this one gave me very little, and I think you could, if you cut it down to a 90-minute version, it probably would have worked much better. But then again, I respect movie makers making movies they want to make and all that. I was very, very bored. So I'm after Pieces yesterday, which is sort of my level of insanity. This one wasn't my sort of movie, I'm afraid. Not in this particular day at any rate. So yeah, who knows, maybe they'll be back on form tomorrow.